Hey, 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 beautiful heart, what's vibin'? This is Dr. Danae, and you're watching COSMA, home of YCAL. What does all that mean? This is the community of self mastery, and YCAL, your cells are listening. All right, I am here to do the general energy reading for the collective for this full moon in Leo for January 25th, 2024. All right, so we've got some big planetary energy going on, as I've talked about in previous videos, but today's star is the full moon. So let's dive in and see what is going on for you. And remember, guys, this is a general reading. It is not a one-to-one reading. So get in where you fit in with the energy. But if it doesn't resonate with you, don't pretend to be Cinderella and put the shoe on and say it fits. Just let it go. It is okay. All right. So this overall energy with this moon, you should have already been feeling these effects, which can be showing up for the last 5 days, pretty much, of distractions, busyness, old frustrations, niggling or poking at you, things like that. So if you've been finding yourself recognizing that energy and dealing with that energy, just know it's part of this full moon cycle. It's here for you to really understand the energy of what's a distraction, what's not important, where you usually take a pit stop on your journey. And for you to see, wait a minute, I don't need to address everything at the moment that it happens. I don't have to say yes to everything. I can create that space to allow things to flow, allow people to be who they are, situations to be who they are, and decide, do I align with it or do I not? No judgment in that. So there's been a lot of this energy of wanting to go within, wanting to not so much hide from the chaos. That's not what I pick up on, but really solidifying that focus for you and that your focus stays on you. So that's the broad energy. All right, number 12, if the wild ones come with sticks. I really like this one. I don't know if you could see it with the glare of the light. Number 19, only weavers know the time. And 32, when it's time to say goodbye. Love the energy off of these three. So essentially, remember how I opened this while I was still shuffling this deck, saying a lot of distractions, feeling prickly or wanting to feel prickly. For those of you that have been experiencing that, you'll understand what I'm talking about. For those of you who might be like, what do you mean? It may not have happened for you yet, and that's absolutely okay. But this is those distractions, older energy, wanting to poke at you, get your attention on that so you are not focused on you and elevating. This also drives home, many of you have people that you're connected to in your life, no matter the relationship, but they're going through a really hard time. Things are happening in their life and you're hearing about it. This is also not the time to take that stuff on. Be very careful of empathy and sympathy during this time. I'm not saying be callous. What I'm saying in full context is if your attention is on the problem, not knowing what to do, the distraction, you're going to come off of your focus. When this is about learning to let go of a time frame, Know that the universe has your back, really practicing and understanding universal laws, that what you feel, you will make real. Your feelings are intentions. So if you've got a different intention going on in your head, your thoughts are different, but your feelings are really strong in an area, but you're trying to focus on the idea or the thoughts, you're out of balance because your thoughts at the root are not going to manifest what you want. It's your feelings. So, for those of you still stuck on this concept of time, whether that's it's been so long, when's this going to happen? I'm tired of this. You guys know how that goes, and you can feel, how does your body feel when you get in that dialogue? It's going to slow down, it's going to tense up, you're going to feel heavy and dense. That's how you know you're out of alignment. Your body is always talking to you. Your cells are listening. They hear everything. They store everything that is your inner dialogue. And it has to play out. Now's the time. Let go of the time frame. Go with the flow. Because altered ego, our human consciousness 3D matrix self, is on a completely different timeline. It totally buys into this belief of time. You don't have enough. It's running out. You miss this, whatever. And the reason it aligns with it being the altered ego and 3D matrix is because that's the time as we know it is a matrix 3D human concept. It is not universal truth. So that's why getting rid of that root, letting that go on timing will help you grow by leaps and bounds. Number 32, when it's time to say goodbye. This is talking about allowing yourself to be okay with misalignments with things and people, places, situations, and knowing that, you know what, this isn't what I'm in alignment with anymore. This isn't really where I'm going in my life. It's time for me to say goodbye and walk away, and not having a story around it. He did this, she did that. Why does it have to be this way? Blah, blah, blah. None of that. It's just, you know what? I no longer want to vibrate to this prickly energy. I no longer want to be triggered. I know I'm not here to be anybody else's savior. I know nobody's coming to save me. Everything that I need is within me, and it is me who will get myself out of this. And in that conversation, that's not about you taking on somebody else's stuff to lighten their load because you've been there. And guys, that's a self-sabotaging trap. Altered ego loves to work with us. And that basically it's codependency. And it's not your responsibility or place to do the work for somebody else. Everybody has to do the work for themselves. This comes into that free will. You cannot disrespect or step over somebody else's free will, just like, you don't want to do that for yourself either. All right. Yeah, look at this. Integration of thoughts, and it's in reverse. But yet we have 8 of thoughts upright. I mean, just look at that card. And then we have sovereign's nurture. I love how that came out with that. I don't know if you can see this, but she's pregnant here. This represents Empress energy. This represents birthing something new, going in a new direction. Just remember, we have time to say goodbye up here. I do feel some of you are in your heads about it. And if you are, no judgment. Go easy on yourself, you guys. Allow this full moon to purge what needs to be purged out of you and allow the flow to come in. So this inner dialogue could definitely feel like, I mean, there is resistance here, but this goes into these thoughts of, why did I do this? Why did I allow that? I should have done this. I'm not worthy. Why didn't they choose me? Why? All of that. That is just mental masturbation designed to keep you in self sabotage and stuck. Just let it be. Just let it. Go gentle in your thoughts. Have compassion, love, and forgiveness and grace during this time. Because if you are up in your head, thinking, how can I fix this? How can I do this? That's all altered ego. And this is saying this isn't the time for you to fix anything. This is the time for you to tap in to yourself, get in alignment, and release this energy that keeps you feeling tied up and bound to something, someone, someplace. So you can move into this energy and birth something new. And for those of you guys that this is resonating with, you have been feeling this. You have been feeling like you are on the edge of a change. And you've been holding on. The closer you're getting to this transformation, transmutation of energy, it can feel like time has slowed down in that area where the rest of your lifetime is picked up, being extremely busy with a lot of distractions or this, that, and the other, being pulled in all different ways. This is the time to practice when that's going on, to carve out some space, even if it's just 2 minutes for yourself. When you're going to get another drink of water or something like that, take 2 minutes, tap in to yourself, tap into source, and ask source to reveal the answers. Essentially, overall, this is saying right now, get into the flow of the feelings and get out of the overanalyzation. Three of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Magician. So yeah, go within, tap in, get the answers from source and within. Sometimes you'll get them right away. Other times you ask the question, and as you're going about your day, not even having your attention on whatever it was, answers will flow to you. Three of Pentacles. I really love the Three of Pentacles energy. Guys, for some of you now, I am not a medical doctor. I'm not an MD, I'm PhD. Completely different. This is not giving any medical advice whatsoever, but I am picking up, you could benefit, and you can find this on YouTube or, wherever you go, is to put on the vagus nerve energy frequency, sound attunements or sound. Guys, 2024 moving forward, we are going to see rapid change. We're going to see what the world calls new modalities. For those of us who have been working with energy, we're, in the metaphysical world, it's not new to us. This is our basic go-to. What I'm saying is 2024 is really going to be a launching pad for this type of technology. So Google or look on YouTube for the vagus nerve frequencies, resets, things like that. And for those of you who don't even know what the vagus nerve is, it's VAGUS. Google that, get some education on it. from a metaphysical standpoint, an energetic standpoint, it is blocked. That's how it feels. So when energetically we're having this block, your body will be having different experiences. So for those of you that may be finding you're having different gut issues, things aren't normal like they used to be. You're not digesting your food correctly. And this is just one little thing. Um, the vagus nerve plays such an important role in our body, and it's from a metaphysical standpoint, not a medical one, but a metaphysical one. It is like the liquid light energy channel. So check into that. Now, the magician. This here, yes. And remember, time to say goodbye, sovereign's nurture, and the magician energy. You are the creator of your world. So all of the experiences you had a hand in. Yes, I know. Somebody's going to get triggered. Um, Regarding, well, I had this trauma or this abuse or this abuse. Are you saying I created that? I asked for that? That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that your thoughts and your feelings combined, then you have a thought form, goes out. What you feel the strongest is what experiences you're going to manifest back to you. So if you have been in that Murphy Law type of energy, whatever could go wrong is going to go wrong, victim mentality, and I don't say that in a judgment way, but woe is me, this person did this, this person did that, this always happens to me, that type of stuff, you need to take a step back and really look at all of that. Own your own responsibility in that. I know it's not always easy. It wasn't easy when I had to do it. Wasn't comfortable, but get comfortable being uncomfortable, because when you go through and head on with uncomfortability, I don't even know if that's a word, it is now. When you can look at that and sit with that uncomfortableness and question all of your beliefs and decide, make that choice to look at things differently, that's when you manifest the new reality. You cannot manifest your desires and a new reality if your attention is on the past. Bottom line, just doesn't work that way, guys. So overall, yes, keep your vibration, how to keep your vibration high during this time, during this full moon. Guys, honor your body. If you're tired, listen to your body. Just stay in tune with where you're being guided energetically. Work with this full moon energy and not against it. And guys, it's okay if you feel all over the shop during the day with different energies or your thoughts and feelings. Recognize it. Ask yourself, is this a pattern? And then ask the energy to reveal itself. What is the energy here to tell me? And look what comes out. Inner healing. That's what this full moon is helping you with. For those of you who have been getting in touch with your inner child, your inner self, your shadow, doing any type of that work, this is letting you know you are on the right path. Just because you start putting in the work doesn't mean instantaneously, 24 hours to a week later, your whole life changes. That's not how it works. Vivid dreams. Have you been having wild, weird, vivid dreams and you can't remember them the next day? Let it go, let it go, let it go. Because these vivid dreams, and there are the vivid dreams that you remember. Okay, fine. But I want to address the ones that this energy of you're having these dreams and then during the day you want to revisit it to try to say, what does that mean? What does that mean? Don't look for meaning in those dreams from your mind, from an analytical thinking standpoint. Why? because that is altered ego wanting to confuse and make sense out of something that's divine. It's just not going to happen. Divine feminine, yes. This seventh golden age, Pluto in Aquarius, all of this energy is the divine feminine energy. We are experiencing the rise of the divine feminine. That's why if you're in a physical feminine embodiment, there's been a lot of physical issues you've been going through. Now, divine feminine isn't just for the souls that are in a physical body that that represents as a female body. This is energy. So you can absolutely be in a male physical body, but working on the divine feminine energy. How's that going to look for you? You're getting in touch with your feelings. You're dismantling the programming, the energy projections. Oh, you can't cry. You shouldn't have feelings. You got to be strong. You got to do this. All these different so-called roles, things like that. This is where you are getting comfortable being vulnerable, allowing tears to flow. Guys, crying is not weakness at all. We need to flip that script. Crying is a way of releasing stuck energy. It is very healing for the body. So let it out, let it out, let it out. Okay. Aspiration. Yeah. I do feel that since 2024 has begun, you're being reminded of things from childhood that maybe you wanted to do, things you liked, what have you. Old aspirations are coming up. Pay attention to that, guys. A lot of us have shut the door to our childhood dreams because of the choices or the path that life has taken us. Doesn't mean those have to die. They don't have to go to a graveyard or a boneyard with all the rest of the skeletons. If those things you're getting flashes or they're popping up, maybe it's time to revisit those aspirations. Comfort. Yeah. Allow yourself to be comforted during this time. It is not a sign of weakness to reach out, to talk to somebody, to say, I just need you to listen, or can you just sit with me? Whatever it is, whatever you need to become vulnerable in a healthy way, and get to this place where you're comfortable being uncomfortable. And guys, it's not overnight process. You have to work through the process. How do you work through it? Watching your words, watching your thought patterns. Words are spells. How do you create a word? How do you write out a word? You spell it out. Words have meanings. So pay attention to your vocabulary and what you're saying. And absolutely, under this energy, you could be absolutely surprised what comes out of your mouth. Don't get on yourself. Just notice it and go, oh, wow. Oh, wow. Didn't even realize that was still in there. Thank you for that revelation. And then make a choice what you want to do with it. All right, guys, I've rambled on long enough. I'm going to leave this here. I will be going live this Sunday. I will make an announcement. So if you want to hang out, want to hang out live with me, you want to have a conversation on whatever topic, look for that information. It will be posted over the next couple of days. And if you would like some mentorship or a session with me, then you know what to do. There's information in the description box. Click the link and check it out. All right, guys. As always, I am sending you oceans and oceans of love from my heart to yours. Alakai, Alakai, Alakai.